Hi, Kesha. Well, first of all, welcome to Washington, D.C. and Baltimore, and congrats on 10 years of Cannibal was today.
Yeah.
I know. Thank you. My little baby is turning 10.
And to celebrate that baby, we're giving birth to another baby, the podcast.
Yes, we are. And the podcast is called Kesha and the Creepies, so it fits pretty well together. Seems like my taste is pretty consistent.
Well, it's almost perfect timing, too, because with everybody being quarantined and Netflix and running out of things to watch, the podcast is about conspiracy theories and ghosts and like your world, right?
Well, it's just about all things that I find fascinating, which is anything creepy, anything unexplainable, conspiracy theories, aliens, people's experiences with the supernatural. What do you think happens after we die? Do you believe in reincarnation? Just anything. This podcast is kind of open to my guest interpretation. Like, what do you want to talk about? What's the craziest thing you've ever experienced? What's something that's happened to you that's changed you? And it really kind of opens the door to be a conversation about, it can be as super spiritual or it can just be really creepy.
No.
Was this a thing where you were sitting around the house and obviously, tours had to be canceled and we can't go anywhere, and it's just like, well, you know what? Might as well start the podcast now. Like, would this have happened if we weren't in lockdown?
Well, I definitely have the time to actually bring a couple things to fruition that have been like in my mind for a while. So when I tour, I always make my band, like usually bands stay at some sort of like relatively nice hotel or whatever. I always have to do my diligence and make sure that we're staying somewhere haunted.
Of course.
Or if we're driving near Area 51, like that's where we're staying.
Of course.
And like we'll all like pull in somewhere and then we'll be camping. So I just like, my band has been quite on the wild ride of my interest of the supernatural and trying to find the weirdest experiences possible. They've been on that ride with me, and bless them for it, because some of them are just like, I just want to go to sleep. And I'm like, you can go to sleep, but you just might get woke up by a ghost.
Well, and the Ouija board was invented right here in Baltimore, Kesha. So I'm just saying, like this is the
know that.
Yeah. There's a 7-Eleven there's a Ouija board 7-Eleven that's like Ouija board themed in Baltimore.
Should be your next stop.
I should totally stop there. Oh my gosh, that's like, I should maybe interview the guy who made that.
Oh, hell yes.
Made the Ouija board. He's still alive.
Let me ask you this, Kesha. I know we don't have much time with you. There's a lot of conspiracy theories out there. Are you familiar with the show Rugrats?
Oh God.
I am not familiar with the conspiracy theory, but I like vaguely remember seeing it when I was little, the show.
Yes, the talking baby. So there's a spoiler or a conspiracy theory online that Angelica imagines all the kids because all the kids died, and it's a figment of her imagination. And it goes further and it says Tommy Pickles, his dad, the reason he makes toys is because he misses his lost son.
Oh
my God. Okay, I remember it. All I remember is it was like a cartoon about babies. That's as far as I can remember.
Yeah, it was the 90s. How about you're familiar with Scooby-Doo?
Yeah, of course.
There's the theory that Scooby-Doo is set after a horrible economic depression, and that's why all the villains are people who normally would be respected, like professors, museum curators, and celebrities, and the kids are stopping them from making a living.
Jeez.
Oh, interesting. Maybe it's like some sort of commentary on capitalism or something. I would have to rewatch all of these to make any like hardcore, this is my decision and this is what I think, but just off of what you're telling me. I think that underneath most art, there is some sort of subversion or point. I really do. So I like getting down to the nitty gritty with that. Like, that's part of the podcast is finding like the underlying intentions underneath. Especially cartoons can get so freaky, but really it's just a cartoon that a child could watch. But the person making those cartoons, a lot of times we're on a lot of acid.
Oh yeah.
Like, really, really trying to make some sort of grand point. So I'm not putting it past any of these shows to have an underlying current of some sort of message, but I would have to rewatch them because it's been, I don't know, like 2 decades.
Well, let me ask you this. Yeah. You're according to the internet, your IQ is 140. Is that like roughly?
I thought it was 151, but
I mean,
well.
but my question is, like, do you think that's why you're more in tune to this stuff? Because, like, you have a higher intellect and probably can see things, not just being like, oh, it's a fake ghost story, but you think outside the box. I think this stuff is a possibility.
well, I think outside the box because that's how I was raised. As I was raised by an outside the box thinker, and I also just have always been. I find myself to be very empathetic. Like I can really feel someone's emotions. Like if someone is not having an okay time, like I can feel it in my heart. My heart feels it, and I just have had like a very strong relationship with my intuition, and I've been trying to grow that, especially in a year where I'm not always on the road. I'm not always preoccupied, and like we're all at home.
Right.
And I've been just trying to like really get more in touch with the side of myself that listens to my intuition, because I think psychic or whatever you would want to call it, I think we all have that ability. Like we all see coincidental things. It's just whether or not you dismiss them or you look into it. It's really your choice of whether or not you want to invite that into your whole perspective, or if you're happy with it the way it is. I really do believe.
I'm a good job. We're talking to Kesha's podcast, Kesha and the Crazies, on the free iHeartRadio app. Rose had a question for you.
Well,
yeah. So
not the Crazies.
So we've talked about conspiracy theories. What is your favorite one that you've heard?
My favorite conspiracy theory. Well, see, I've never heard the ones you guys told me, so I'm now going to have to like go down a rabbit hole to look those up. But conspiracy theories, let's think. I think that one of my favorite conspiracy theories is that humans were given the gift of the microwave from extraterrestrial life.
Oh my God.
I've never heard that one before.
And like the extraterrestrial life occasionally comes and gifts us with technology that can make the world a better place.
Oh, wow.
All right.
And
I like
TV
that.
dinners can't beat it. And then Riley had a question about signs, right, Riley?
Yeah, I read that you are into kind of like astrology and such, and we talk about the zodiac signs for some reason a lot lately on the show, and I was wondering, like, do you feel like there's a superior sign or one that you jive with more than another?
Well, it's weird because my mom, my brother, my boyfriend, my ex-boyfriend, my boyfriend's mom, and myself, and my best friend are all Pisces.
Oh.
So
Okay.
thing that I'm not saying we're superior, but I definitely attract a Pisces. Like I love like chatting to people and being like, "Are you a Pisces?" And it's like half the time the answer is yes. There's not really a sign I super don't get along with, though. That's the thing about Pisces is like, oh, I don't know, we're fish. Like we kind of go with the flow. Like we like all
hell
the
yeah.
men. No, I do know Scorpio men. I don't know if you got any in the building. Are any of y'all Scorpio men?
I
Hell
was
no.
raised by a Scorpio
No.
man.
Leo man.
Scorpio men, see, for Pisces, a Scorpio man is like a dangerous because we fall in love hard and fast.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm in love with your dad.
Ah,
Well, our program director is a Scorpio, so that would make sense. Kesha and the Creepies is the podcast. One last question, Kesha. You've toured like every venue. You've done probably any studio you want to. Is there a studio that you like in particular that has like feelings of the artist past? Because I would imagine it's possible that there's spirits of artists lurking in studio, especially those old studios.
Oh, 1,000,000%. There's a place in Milwaukee, Wisconsin called The Rave, and in the basement there's a pool that leads to these underground tunnels that will then lead you to the hotel that Jeffrey Dahmer would lead people into, and then eat them.
oh.
Well,
Wow.
and that's great. Have your bandmates use them as bait to get his spirit.
Oh my God.
Kesha and the
there you go.
Creepies on the free iHeartRadio app. Kesha, we appreciate the time. Cannot wait to check this out as well.
Well, thanks for telling everybody about it. I am really excited, and I'm like super open to any and all kinds of thoughts. So
Hell yes.
send any my way. I love a good conspiracy theory. Send it my way.
And next time you're out in the East Coast, there's so many places, obviously, with the Revolutionary War and the Civil War. We'll help all these places when the world opens up again.
Absolutely. I can't wait. Everybody stay safe.
Yes, you too, Kesha. Thank you so much. Have a great day.
Thank you. You too.
Bye.